Hey there, Justice Egan here, excited to be cutting this short video for you. Now, if you've been in home business for a little while, you've probably been told to train, right? To grow yourself, to develop your skills. We all need to do that, right? Of course. Well, what if I told you that network marketing training could actually be hurting your business? Now, I know that sounds like a crazy claim, but let me explain. See, a lot of times, people spend their time getting ready to get ready. Now, I know you've heard that phrase before, you've probably experienced this, but I want to bring some things to light so that you can be aware of when you're letting training actually hold your business back and give you a few tips to help you solve the problem, right? Here's what you need to understand. Most network marketers spend a majority of their time on videos, on calls, on webinars, reading books, watching videos, all that great stuff. When in reality, the best learning experience that you can have is out in the marketplace, getting feedback from your experience, prospecting, exposing, networking on social media, sharing your presentation, sharing your video, sharing your product. And that experience you get is going to be the best training you could possibly have. Someone that used to mentor a company I was with named Larry Thompson used to say, I can only fix action. I can't fix conversation. So I want to give you a few tips today that can help you not only recognize if training is actually holding you back, but really fix it. And the first is to be honest with yourself. We tell ourselves so many stories, right? We tell ourselves we're doing the right work when really we're busy being busy or we're stuck in training. It's time for you to step back and look in the mirror and be truly honest with yourself. Are you spending the majority of your time doing money-making activities, or are you spending the majority of time in training, complaining that you don't know enough, or you feel overwhelmed, or you don't know what to do yet? Listen, the messages out there and the training out there, you can create a story, okay, in which you always need to learn one more thing before you can go out there and do it. You're gonna learn that one more thing when you go out there and do it. The next thing I'll tell you to do is schedule your time. Listen, training is super important. It should have a place on your schedule. Just like the business building activities and getting exposures for your business is important, those should have a place on your schedule. When you actually start scheduling your day, tracking your activity, putting things down on paper, looking at it, getting the feedback from that, documentation, you're gonna understand, whether or not you're spending your time properly. Minimum 80%, guys, on money-making activities, things that can make you sales now or in the future, if you're spreading the word online and creating content and things like that. The last piece of advice I'll give you is speed of implementation. Training has a shelf life. Ideas, information have a shelf life. When you learn something, when you go through a training, you should implement it immediately. That's how you extend the shelf life of that information. Ask yourself a tough question every time you go through training, or every time you're about to go through training. Say, hey, did I implement what I just learned? Right? If you haven't implemented it and you're diving into new training, you're just going to overfill your mind. You're just going to get more paralyzed, and eventually the information that you have is going to, its value is going to go down. So I'm sure this video hit home for some of you. I know I've been in that place. There was a time when all I did was spend time on videos, webinars, all that good stuff. But now I know better, and I hope that, maybe this had a little light bulb go off for you, and you recognize that maybe you're not out there actually applying. Maybe you're not out there 80% of the time doing activities that will provide feedback, which will ultimately be the best training for you. If you did, make sure to leave a comment below. I would love your feedback, and share this with anybody who you think it could help. If you'd like more training like this, and if you'd like to get my 3-step internet recruiting formula, you can go over to justiceegan.com. Be talking to you very soon when I cut the next video.